Here we are given a square ABCD and one of its diagonals BD is given. We need to find the value of this angle here, X. This is what we need to find. Now whenever we are given one of these special quadrilaterals, a square or a parallelogram, whether you need it or not, remind yourself of all the possible properties. So these are the properties of a square. All the four sides are equal. All the four angles are what? 90 degrees. Each and every diagonal. How many diagonals are there? 2 diagonals. Each of them act as angle bisectors. What do we mean by an angle bisector? The diagonal, it connects two vertices, right? Both of these vertices, it cuts them, it divides them into two equal parts, which means if this is say A degrees, then this will also be A degrees. So the diagonal cuts the two connecting vertices into two equal parts. And what is the last and the final one? If we have two diagonals, they will bisect each other perpendicularly, or in other words, they will divide each other into equal parts perpendicularly. But then which one do we not need here? We don't need the last one because we do not have two diagonals, because if you see this line AE, it is not a diagonal. It does not connect two opposite vertices A and C. It has not touched C, so it is not a diagonal. We have only one diagonal given. So these are the three properties that you have to keep in mind whether you use it or not. Now let us start solving our question. Now I have marked the point of intersection as O. Now consider the small triangle OBE. Now for the ease of understanding, I will name this angle as Y and this angle as Z. What we need to find is the value of this angle X. But instead, let us find the value of these two angles here. We will start with Y. What do you notice? This line AE is a straight line, which means what? It makes a linear pair. This is 180 degrees, which means if this is 100, angle Y is what? 80 degrees. Next, what? We have to find what Z is. But we know what D is, right? What is D? Angle D is 90 degrees. Why? Because ABCD is a square. Then what do we know? BD is a diagonal. What does the diagonal do in a square? It divides the vertex into two equal parts. But then if the whole angle is 90, and if it gets cut into two equal parts, then each part is what? Each part is 45 degrees. So there in our triangle we have three angles. We have got two angles, and the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, which means the last angle is what? It is 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, which is what? 55 degrees. Now this is the answer that we were looking for. That is all for today. You take care. Assalamu alaikum.